Morning, children. Let's continue from page number 43. Yes, I felt it as we came out, but if you had lost it in the street, we should have heard it fall. It must be in the cab. Yes, it is possible. Did you take the number? No, and no, you did. Did you notice what it was? No. So, when she lost the necklace, her husband asked her if she had uh, in her neck when they left the party hall. Then she said, "Yes, yes, I felt it. It was there in my neck." But then he said that if you had lost it in the street, maybe that you have lost it in the street. If it is possible, then we must have heard the sound if it has fallen in the street, or maybe that it has fallen in the cab also. Then she said, "Yes, it is possible." And they asked each other if they had noticed the number of the cab, but no one has noticed the number. They looked at each other, utterly cast down. Finally, Loisel dressed himself again. "I am going," he said, "over the track where we went on foot to see if I can find it." So he was half undressed, so he again wore his dress and he said that, "Okay, I will go," because they have covered some distance on foot also. So he said that I am going there again. Maybe that I will find the necklace on the track where we moved on, so maybe that it is possible that I will find it there. And he went. She remained in her evening gown, not having the force to go to bed. Towards 7 o'clock her husband returned. He had found nothing. So her husband went there, but he didn't find anything. Near about 7 o'clock he came back, but he was empty handed, and she was also in her evening dress evening gown. She had not changed, and she was not either. She didn't want to go to the bed also to have some rest. He went to the police and to the cab offices and put an advertisement in the newspapers offering a reward. So they did all their efforts to find that necklace. An FIR was launched in the police station also. He went to the cab offices also. He gave advertisement in the newspapers offering a reward also, that anyone who will find that necklace will be given a suitable reward, etc., etc. But all in vain. She waited all day in a state of bewilderment before this frightful disaster. Bewilderment is confusion. Loisel returned in the evening, his face pale. He had discovered nothing. So the next day also she was waiting for her husband. She was in a state of confusion whether her husband would find anything, the necklace or any clue of the necklace. So when he returned in the evening, his face was pale, means he was a failure. He didn't find anything. He said, "Write to a friend that you have broken the clasp of the necklace and that you will have it repaired. That will give us time." So he asked Ma'am Loisel to write, to convey a message to her friend Ma'am Forrester, that the clasp of the necklace, means the string which is used to tie up, that is broken and it will need some time to repair. So they need some time for its repairing. She wrote as he dictated. At the end of a week, they had lost all hope, and Loisel, older by 5 years, declared, "We must replace this jewel." So she wrote that to her friend, and 1 week was gone. Now they had no hope of getting that necklace again. So now Miss Ma'am Loisel, within a week, she looked as if she had become 5 years older. And then finally she declared that we will replace this necklace anyhow. In a shop of the Palace Royal, they found a chaplet of diamonds. Chaplet, you can say it's a string of diamonds, which seemed to them exactly like the one they had lost. It was valued at 40,000 francs. They could get it for 36,000. So they decided to return the necklace. So they went to a diamond shop. The name of that was Palace Royal, and there they found the same necklace, that in appearance which was the same, exactly, which was the same like the one which she had brought from Ma'am Forestier. So the cost of that was 40,000 francs, and after a bargaining they could get it for 36,000. Loisel possessed 18,000 francs which his father had left him. He borrowed the rest. He made ruinous promises, took money from usurers. Usurers are the money lenders and the whole race of lenders. Then he went to get the new necklace, depositing on the merchant's counter 36,000 francs. So at that time he had 18,000 francs which he had got from his father. Rest he borrowed from the money lenders. So he took a loan and from so many money lenders, and finally in this way he was able to arrange the 60,000 sorry 36,000 francs, and finally he deposited to the merchant, and he finally got the necklace. When Ma'am Loisel took back the jewel to Ma'am Forestier, the latter said to her in a frigid tone, "You should have returned them to me sooner, for I might have needed them." So when she took the necklace to return it to Ma'am Forrester was a little bit angry with her, and in a very rude tone she said, "You should have returned it to me earlier, because I need it." Next page, children. Ma'am Forrester did not open the jewel box as Ma'am Loisel feared she would. What would she think if she should perceive the substitution? What should she say? Would she take her for a robber? So now it was in a box, and Ma'am Loisel was afraid that if Ma'am Forrester will open the box, and if she will recognize that this is not the same necklace which she had taken, it's a substitution of that, what will she say? If she will ask her anything, or will she consider her a thief, etc., etc.? So such questions were coming to her mind. But Ma'am Forrester, she even didn't open the jewel box. Ma'am Loisel now knew the horrible life of necessity. She did her part, however, completely, heroically. It was necessary to pay this frightful debt. She would pay it. They sent away the maid, they changed their lodgings, they rented some rooms in an attic. So now the hard life begins, because they have borrowed so much uh, loan from the money lenders. So they know that they have to pay the loan. For that they have to work very hard. And Ma'am Loisel, she did her part, she did her job very heroically. They just sent their maid away, they changed their place of living also, they took some rooms on a rent. In an attic means a space or a room inside the roof of a house, means from on a big house there was an attic and they took some room on rent there. She learned the odious work of a kitchen. Odious is very boring. She washed the dishes, she washed the soiled linen, their cloths and dishcloths, which she hung on the line to dry. She took down the refuse to the street each morning and brought up the water, stopping at each landing to catch her breath. And clothed like a woman of the people, she went to the grocers, the butchers, and the fruiterers with her basket on her arm, shopping, haggling to the last sou of her miserable money. So it's a French coin of low value. So now this paragraph shows how hard she worked to pay the debt which they had taken to pay the loan. She learned now she had to do all the kitchen work. She herself washed the dishes, she washed the clothes and dish clothes and all. Then she went in the street to brought up water, then stopping at each landing to catch her breath, means हर एक स्टेयर पर रुक कर सांस लेने के लिए, because she was not in a habit of doing so much work. So, but now she has to do it, so she just did that work. Then she went for purchasing, she went to the grocer shop, the butcher shop. She wore very ordinary clothes of a very like a very normal woman. She carried the fruit basket and the basket in her arm, and she just tried to save every coin of her miserable money. मीन जितना भी पैसा जहाँ से भी हो सकता था, वो एक एक पैसा जो है बचा रहे थे, so that they can pay the loan. The husband worked evenings putting the books of some merchants in order, and nights he often did copying at 5 sous a page. And this life lasted for 10 years. At the end of 10 years, they had restored all. So even the husband also worked very hard. He did late night shifts also. He worked in the evenings, extra work he did. He put the and in the extra work he worked at some merchant setting the books. Then in the night shift he did the copying work at 5 sous a page, means एक पेज को कॉपी करने का, he just get a 5 coin only, a French coin. And this life continued for 10 years, and after 10 years they were able to repay the whole loan whatever they had taken. Ma'am Loisel seemed old now. She had become a strong, hard woman, the crude woman of the poor household. her hair badly dressed, her skirts awry, her hands red. She spoke in a loud tone and washed the floors with large pails of water. But sometimes, when her husband was at the office, she would seat herself before the window and think of that evening party of former times, of that ball where she was so beautiful and so flattered. So, after 10 years, their life was totally changed, and now मैम लोइसल शी लुक्ड वेरी ओल्ड. एक मतलब कि जो उनके जीवन के अच्छे 10 साल होने चाहिए थे वो ऐसे इतना हार्डवर्क करने में बीते कि वो अब बूढ़ी लगने लग गई थी. एंड नाउ शी टर्न इन टू वेरी हार्ड वीमेन, वेरी रूड वीमेन ऑफ, जैसे गरीब घरों की औरतें होती हैं, बड़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग, बड़ी रूड टाइप की. हर हेयर वर बैडली ड्रेस, शी नेवर ट्राई टू comb her hair. The skirts were twisted, she never tried to press them. Her hands, they had turned into red, they were very hard also. And she spoke in a very loud tone. She just washed the floor with large pails, मतलब पानी ज़ोर ज़ोर से गिरा के. इट इज़ सेड कि जब कोई आदमी गुस्से में होता है तो वो पानी बहुत ज़्यादा बहाता है, अपनी फ्रस्ट्रेशन को वो पानी से निकालता है. तो शी ऑल्सो यूज़ टू डू द सेम थिंग. वो फर्श को बड़े ज़ोर ज़ोर से खूब सारा पानी गिरा के धोती थी. एंड समटाइम्स, बट वन समटाइम्स हर हस्बैंड इज़ on his duty, she just sit herself before the mirror and she just try to remember that beautiful night, and she think of the party and all that happened that night, and when she was so young and so beautiful, and when she was appreciated by everyone, she remembered that. How would it have been if she had not lost the necklace? Who knows how singular is life and how full of changes, how small a thing will ruin or save one. That's all, children. Rest we will do in the next class.